speak about the Kargil Vijay Divas and the story behind it. Kargil Vijay Divas is celebrated on 26 July every year to commemorate India's victory in the Kargil War in 1999. Kargil Vijay Divas it is to pay homage to the martyrs who laid down their lives for the country and the tricolour. Now a little background. The Kargil War the conflict began when Pakistani forces sent heavily armed insurgents in disguise to occupy posts on the Indian side of the LOC, or the line of control. Now, this was it was a breach of trust by the Pakistani forces, as India and Pakistan had agreed not to occupy posts during the winter, as during the winter the climate gets harsh and inhumane. So due to this, the Indian armed forces weren't able to anticipate the build-up of forces along the LOC. This is part of the reason why they couldn't react to it as quickly as it was expected. Later on, they were tipped off by local shepherds and launched Operation Vijay to drive out the insurgents. Now, see, this was a time when the world wasn't actually towards India. They were actually neutral. They were, in fact, leaning towards Pakistan. When India asked the US to provide satellite technology for India to track insurgents on the mountainous regions, they simply declined, because they said, we do not interfere in others' wars. How ironic. But we still braved on. We did not give up. We stood our ground and fought our war. Now, I believe that heroes don't exist in movies or comics. They exist, they're too busy, they're fighting our wars and protecting our borders. These are some of the many heroes of the Kargil War. The first one was Captain Vikram Batra. Captain Vikram Batra was allotted the task to capture point 5140, which was very strategic and could have turned the tide of the war. Point 5140 was overlooking NH1A. If the enemy had captured NH1A, it could mean the end of the war, as supplies could not be moved without the highway. Under his leadership, he captured point 5140 without any casualty, and then sent this very famous signal to his commander, Ye Dil Mange Mo. Captain Vikram Batra was martyred when he tried to capture point 4875. At point 4875, he was ambushed. Him and his team were ambushed by Pakistani forces, and his junior officer's life was in danger. Now, it was the duty of his junior Subedar to go and fetch the soldier to safety, but Captain Batra overruled the protocol and said, "You're still a child, I'll go and get the soldier myself." In doing so, he gave up his life for the country. Men like Vikram Batra act as an example for leading from the front. Next slide, please. This was Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey. When Manoj Kumar Pandey was asked why he wanted to join the army, he simply said, "I want to win the Paramveer Chakra Award, which is the highest gallantry award in the Indian Army." True to his words, he did win the Paramveer Chakra. Talking about his role in the Kargil War, he was tasked with capturing Jubar Top. During his mission, he was heavily wounded. And even though he was wounded, he destroyed a bunker and killed several people. Ultimately, he gave up his life for the country during that attempt. His heroic act led to the capturing of Jubar Top. He had said, "I swear if death strikes before I plume my blood, I will kill death myself." Men like Manoj Kumar Pandey never die. They live on in the hearts of the future generations of India, inspiring them and act as an example to protect the country's national interests. And last but not the least is Grenadier Yogendra Singh Yadav. Now, this man's story is straight out of a Hollywood movie. He joined the army when he was just 16 years old. Truly, it speaks volumes about his patriotism for his country. Talking about his role in the Kargil War, he was tasked with capturing Tiger Hill, 3 strategic bunkers at Tiger Hill, with his platoon, which was the Gatak Commando Force. To do that, they had to climb a 1,000-foot cliff vertically, while being fired at by Pakistani RPGs, or rocket-propelled grenades, and machine guns. He was severely wounded with 3 bullets, and his platoon commander was killed. In a fit of rage, Grenadier Yogendra Singh Yadav went on to kill 3 enemy soldiers in hand-to-hand combat and destroyed a bunker. Later on, in the hospital, when he returned, it was found that he had 10 to 15 bullet wounds and shrapnel pieces stuck to his body. His heroics led to the capturing of Tiger Hill and played a major role in winning the war. And the most astonishing fact about all this was, he was just 19 years when this happened. Just 19 years. These stories of bravery and courage instill a sense of patriotism and make your heart swell with pride. But this is no ordinary story. This is a story of courage, bravery, and determination. I have one humble request to all of you. Vijay Divas or not, we must learn to respect our armed forces, for they deserve respect for their actions, honor for their work, and gratitude for their service. Without them, we will not be able to stand a day, survive as a country for a day. For it is what they deserve, respect. They do not crave for money, status, fame. All that they ask for is respect from their countrymen, respect from us. Bharat Mata Ki! Bharat Mata Ki! Bharat Mata Ki! Thank you.